welcome or welcome back to my channel. My name is Alicia and this is Alicia Budgets. And on this channel, we do everything cash stuffing, budgeting, and financial freedom. So if that interests you, then I hope you join our family and our journey by subscribing down below and turning on your notification bell so that you can be notified every time I upload a new video. All right, guys, so as you can see, we have a nice little spread out for us today, and we are going to be setting up my intentionally rich planner from Baddies and Budgets. I'm so super excited to get into this planner. This is the A5 planner, and I got the neutral color as well. The neutral came with 3 different cover and back matches. But if you didn't get a chance to check out my last video where I did a walkthrough of this planner, you can view that right over here, and that'll let you be able to see everything that's inside of this planner. I will also, of course, be doing a kind of a walkthrough as in this video as well, because I will be filling it out on the video. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get started setting this up. So we're gonna start with our sinking funds, but before I even do that, I want to go ahead and put the month stickers on my months. So I'm gonna do that really quick. Actually, I'm gonna take this out first because I just used this as a placeholder. And I'm going to go ahead and do this really quick and come right back. Alright, and so another thing I shared in my last video was about the spiral. There's like a little hook here so that the spiral doesn't come out, of course, and it doesn't necessarily allow you to fold the book too neatly, but it's enough to where I can, like, you know, write on there. And she does give us a pen to use, but I'm going to use my gel pens that I got from Temu. And I think I'm gonna do black. All right, so the only sinking fund that we're doing is our emergency fund right now. Other than that, well, no, yeah, we're just gonna do our emergency fund. And the goal amount is $1,000. And it's gonna be due, we're just gonna say 12. I guess we can just give ourselves a year. But of course, if we get it sooner than the year, that would be great. But I'm gonna say a year, and that would be July 6th of 2025. So 7/6/25. Pay periods until that is due. Let's see. So it is due in 26 pay periods, or 26, you know, checks. So then that would be 1,000 divided by 26 equals, it says 38.46, but we're gonna round up to 39. And I'm sorry if you're the type of person that likes to round up to like the nearest 5 or 10. I just want to get to the nearest dollar. And excuse me, and I'm kind of thinking ahead to whenever we do start like savings challenges and stuff, and we have savings challenge, like the $1 savings challenge and stuff like that. I will go to the nearest dollar, so that way, you know, if we have an envelope that we don't use our dollar bills in, then those dollar bills can go to the savings challenge. So I'm kind of thinking ahead in that way. I don't like to do change, so I would not do $38.46 per check. I could, because our emergency fund is in a high yield savings account, but for sake of planning and writing it down and even getting there a tad bit faster, I'm just gonna round it up to $38. Or no, $39, sorry. I'm gonna round it up to $39. And so that is our only sinking fund at the most. I think we're gonna add Amazon Prime, just because Amazon Prime is paid yearly or like annually, and it's due in March. So we're probably going to, let me just go ahead and add that one too, because we need to, it's like $139, I believe. And so of course we want to be able to have that $139, because that's a big chunk of money to come out in one pay period. So if we can take a little bit out until it's due, then that would be a lot more helpful than taking it all out, you know, at one time. So I'm just gonna go ahead and add Amazon Prime. And I forgot to tell my husband, or, you know, see what he thinks about it, but I'm thinking about doing Amazon Music annually too, because it's $99 a year, but we pay $9.99 per month if we do it monthly. And so what's that, $9.99 times 12? So yeah, we're paying $120 essentially instead of the $99 a year. We're paying $120 a year. So that could help us save that $20. And so yeah, I'm thinking about switching over to that instead of doing it monthly. But I will see what he thinks about that, and then we'll add Amazon Music as well, so that we can start, you know, saving up for that. And that will probably go in our getting ahead on bills folder or something like that. But anyway, not to prolong this video. So the goal amount for that is $139. And it is due March 19th. So 3/19. And so that is 18 pay periods before that is due. And so per paycheck, that will be $139 divided by 18 equals $7.72. So I'm going to round that up to $8. $8. Okay, so that is our sinking funds. All right, let's go to the next thing. Can y'all still see? All right. So we write down the bill, how much it is, when it is due, whether it's monthly, quarterly, or yearly, and then we would check off what month we paid it in once we pay it. So the first bill, okay. And the amounts, oh, okay. I'm just gonna have to suck it up. Okay, the amounts, $1,199. So this is gonna be the only place that I'm going to put cents, because all of these are paid from our bills account. We will not take cash out for our bills until we start doing the month ahead savings binder. Okay. Okay. And so March, April, May, June, July. Since this planner is starting in July, I'm only going to check off July. So we did it for July, and we haven't done any of those for July yet because today is the 6th. Okay. Yearly bill tracker. That's a lot of bills. Like, if people have bills to fill this up, oof, Lord help them, because I don't know what I would do. So our subscriptions, we have Paramount Plus, I said that last one was the only one that I'm gonna do to the cent, but our bills and subscriptions and debt are gonna all come out of our bank accounts. But I think later on I am going to make a debt folder or debt binder. I'm not gonna make a subscription binder, or I may add my subscriptions to my sinking fund binder. These are such small amounts that I may just budget for them and leave them in the bills account. I will probably just budget for them, keep them in the account, and then do one for debt, do a binder for debt, since we have so many debt contributors, I guess, and they're larger amounts. So it would be easier to keep up with larger amounts, or it would be better to keep up with larger amounts, make sure that we have those amounts saved up because they're larger, if that makes sense. And we have not paid that yet. Okay, so that's subscriptions. Now our debt. If you have not already watched our debt confession, you can watch that up here. And we have a lot of consumer debt. I'm going to put our student loans on this form, just because it is debt, but I don't include student loans in our budget because we are not paying on them. They are in deferment, or just, we don't have to make payments on them right now. It would be great to make payments on them where they're not, getting any interest or anything, but we're just not financially there. So we're going to work our way to that and just do what we can do now, which is get down our other consumer debts. We're not going to put our mortgage on here because we don't plan to pay off our mortgage. So this is for debts that we plan to pay off that are affecting our credit score and all that kind of stuff. Of course, our mortgage is affecting the credit score, but I think y'all understand what I'm saying. So let me just get these down. So now that we have all of that down, we can move on to the next page, which is the debt trackers, the debt payment trackers. I went ahead and filled those in off camera because they're the same information, just transfer it here so that way I can track the actual payments and everything like that. So those are all here. And later on, I will add our student loans like I was saying. All right, So for the month of July started on a Monday. So okay, so I'm now done filling in all of our bills, all of our events, and all of the appointments that we have and things for the kids and all of that stuff. Over here I wrote out in the color what each color stands for. So orange is kids, pink is events, red is debt, blue is subscriptions, purple is bills, and green is payday. And so that will help me know why these are color coded the way that they are, and will help me continue to do it that way moving forward. Now what I'm going to do is to take two highlighter colors. I know it doesn't look like it, but this is purple, this is blue. So I'm going to take two highlighters and basically just highlight everything from this payday will be in purple, and everything for this payday will be in blue. Our last check of the month usually covers the first couple of weeks in the next month. So for example, we had a payday on June 28th that covered all of this, and it's going to cover all of this up until here. So this will cover everything up until here, and this really doesn't have anything to cover in July, but it will cover the first week or two in August. I hope that makes sense. If it doesn't, comment down below and I will find a different way to explain that. So yeah, I'm gonna do that now. Okay, you kind of can't tell the difference between these colors, but that's blue and that's purple. But I should have probably did like blue and pink or something like that, but we know for next time. This payday will only cover this, which is our friend's birthday. We don't know what he's gonna do. He's probably not gonna do anything on that Wednesday. He'll probably do something on that Saturday, but it will cover that. This paycheck will cover everything here and here, which is pretty much the biggest chunk of our bills, which is why this payday, and even like, so for example, the first payday before this month, we would let that pay all of these bills, but whatever's left over from here will most likely help this to pay out all of this stuff, because for whatever reason all these bills fall in this week. I was trying to get some of this moved to like the pay period before or the one after, but it's hard to do that, so we just kept it there. But yeah, that's okay, because as we go on, we'll begin to split the payment for each bill between both checks. So basically we'll take half from this check and half from the other to then pay for this, and instead of taking out a big chunk from one paycheck, and that kind of thing. Even though it's the same money, it just kind of helps balance out like what we want to do in these 2 weeks. We have to use that one paycheck for, and if we have to pay a $1,200 mortgage, that's $1,200 that we can't use here versus $600 that we can't use here. I hope that makes sense. All right, so let's go on to our monthly budgets, and then this will be the end of this video, and then the next video we will do our second paychecks budget. You'll see that in the next video. I know you probably can see that our cash envelopes has like cents in there. This is just amounts that we've already spent, and they weren't budgeted at first, but then we came up on some extra money, and so yeah, we ended up spending that, and we didn't plan to spend any more. And then this one, the miscellaneous, came out. We weren't expecting it to, and we don't expect any more miscellaneous stuff to come out. We can't really afford to allocate money there, sadly. Well, we can now that we have this extra, but yeah, we're just trying to get our emergency fund built up, and then, you know, allow ourselves freedom here. We've already eaten out a good bit, and so we went grocery shopping and started buying groceries. And so yeah, I just didn't know if y'all saw those cents there, if y'all had any questions. But yeah, let's continue filling this out. So I'm finally done with the monthly budget. We have all of our income here, and that comes out to be, I had a little error, so it comes out to be $66.53.52. Now this is a unique month because we had some rollover, we had some money from me doing hair, and then we had someone pay us back, and then we had some refunds from the city. So this is a very special month where we had excess. Thank you, Jesus. And so these are all of our bills, which come out to be $35.97.24. Our cash envelopes will come out to be $11.30.22. Our subscriptions will come out to be $17.97. Our debt, which comes out to be $937.32, and then what we put into our emergency fund this month so far is $26.88. And then Tim has a retirement account in which he's going to put $238. This is going to stop for a second, so that it can go to our income, because Tim's job, they will match him up to 8%, and so they were taking 8% out of his check to go into this 401b. But that takes a lot of money away from our expenses, and so we're going to stop that for a second, get our expenses on track, get our money on track, and then start back investing when we are able to start back investing. Once this number goes down, then we can start back investing and saving more. And so I had to change this income to match the new one, which is $66.53.52. Subtract all of our stuff, and we have a remaining of $705.89. We will see how accurate this is once this month is over. I did forget to circle what month we're in. So once this month is over, we will see how accurate this is and how off it is, or whatever the case may be. My next video will be our next paycheck breakdown. So stay tuned for that. Make sure your notifications are on and you are subscribed so that you can receive that notification when I upload that video. But yeah, this was interesting. I'm really excited about this planner and all the different sections so we can really break down our money and see where everything is going. I love that so much. and I'm excited to get to the end of each month to be able to like check in, and I'm excited to get here and look at our results for this month and then be able to compare it to August. But yeah, so that is all for today's video. Thank you guys so much for watching and being a part of our journey. We definitely appreciate it. Please comment down below any advice you may have on our journey so far and how we can save for this quickly without, you know, feeling like we are just broke. Clearly we have some excess, but I don't know what that is or how. It just comes, like it just appears out of nowhere. It seems like we have extra money and then we just spend it, and that's why we are in this situation. So yes, we are going to break it down by paycheck to see where all of our money is going to go, and then we'll see if that's accurate. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. I can't wait to see you in the next video. Bye.